Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we are back with some more Dark Souls. Last time, I sounded really depressed, and yeah, I don't know, I was just, I was having we'll say a weird episode, or we'll say, it was a strange time for me. Anyways, what ended up happening was, I made a whole video about, we'll say, why I consider doing a hiatus and all this other crap. You know, you can go ahead and see that if you want, but basically the short answer is no, we're not putting this on hiatus. In fact, I want to play this more than ever. Alright, so, we'll say that out of the way, what am I doing in the depths? Well, let's see here. Since the last episode, I might not have gone ahead and taken a hiatus, but I did decide, I need to learn a little bit more about the game. So I basically went ahead and I took, I want to say at least 10 hours, created a second character and just played through sort of the same area I've already played through. This time sort of being a little bit more, we'll say observant, a little bit more, we'll say, I paid a little bit more attention to my surroundings and such, and, I was just sort of, learning the game a bit, and then I played a little bit of, this character a little bit as well, just sort of grind things up, because I made some discoveries while I was playing the other character. I'm like, wow, I really don't know this game at all. So for one thing, the first thing that sort of came to mind was, or the first thing that I discovered, people have been telling me about, builds and stuff like that in the comment section. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I get it, you're raising stats, and I was, someone had linked something about some parem bonus, and okay, I was something about scaling, and I didn't quite get what that meant either. Basically, what this all really means is, I really had no understanding of, we'll say, the basic, mechanics of how damage and stuff in this game is calculated. Now you're probably wondering what I'm doing running back and forth here. I'll explain that in just a bit. So basically, I finally learned that, when, we'll see, when you have a, it's gonna hurt, it's really gonna hurt, isn't it? Yeah. That your stats, we'll say, each weapon has a different, we'll say, scaling to different statistics. So let's say your weapon scales well with, dexterity. The more points you put into dexterity, the more damage you're gonna do. If it scales better with, strength, it's gonna do more. And I didn't understand this. When I had been leveling prior to this, oh, there it is. This is what I wanted to show off. Pick up item, green Titanite shard, not quite. Basically what so up till now, I've basically seen, when I've increased, we'll say, strength, or, strength or dexterity or something, this is gonna be painful. I've seen increases in damage, but I didn't associate that with, we'll say, any sort of scaling. I just sort of said, oh, okay, this is gonna suck. I just sort of said, oh, okay, so if you increase strength, obviously, like most RPGs, that's an attribute that determines damage. Or, dexterity, same thing. Alright, cool, I get that. No big deal. I didn't realize that, some weapons are just dependent on a specific stat. You could put all the points you wanted to, say, dexterity, but it's not going to increase the damage to, say, a strength weapon. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I'm talking about real quick here. So if I go under change equipment, and I have my Boulder Side Sword here, my Boulder Side Sword +5, and we go ahead and take a look at this. Right at the, on the left-hand column, where it says parem bonus, there's a big beefy arm with an E next to it, and there's a hand with a B. That means that it scales really, pretty well with dexterity, and it scales, alright with strength. Which is why I saw some, bonuses of damage with strength, and, also with dexterity, but larger ones with dexterity. So I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. I want to be putting more points into, say, dexterity. So I guess this would be kind of a, we'll say, dexterity type build. So I kind of made that discovery. I was like, okay. Now, the next thing I learned was about, we'll say really the importance of equipment upgrading. Like, I've been doing it, but, like, up until now, I've actually kind of been looking at my, like, say, when I would get a new sword, or when I get, like, say, some new armor or something, I would be looking at, just the straight up damage value of of said weapon without paying attention to really any sort of the scaling or anything like that. You know, which is why I started to move up towards, we'll say, heavier armor, for example. I was like, okay, if I want better defense, I need to change up my armor. You know, I have this mentality, you know, sort of brought on by other... okay, we're getting out of here. I was hoping to show something, but I'll explain it later. So, you know, I'm used to other RPGs where, you know, you're constantly upgrading your... Like, you're getting new armor, and that's how you upgrade. It's not necessarily that you upgrade the armor that you have. So, finally, I started to understand, we'll say, the importance of this whole... Well, the whole Titanite shard upgrading thing, you know, that you can sort of take one suit of armor through the whole game if you so chose. You know, just keep upgrading it, and that's a legit choice. You can choose that. So now I'm like, okay, I could go ahead and, like I said, maybe pick up, or go back to, like, say, the Wanderer Hood and just sort of start upgrading that with Titanite shards and stuff. Now, that leads me down to the depths. When I was, basically, I was going ahead and I was grinding for souls. That's basically what I was doing, off camera. And I feel like that was something kind of boring. I was basically kind of doing, well, eventually I fell into that routine of just running through that one hallway in the depths, because I discovered that, if I would run through that one hallway, kill the slimes, and I would go a little bit off to the side and kill a few of the rats, I would amass some humanity, and, the slimes, ouch, the slimes actually tend to drop large Titanite shards, which is what's needed for me to upgrade my weapons and crap beyond +5. So that is what I'm doing down in the depths. I was like, oh, these things drop this really cool item that I really want. So basically I spent an hour down here just kind of, we'll say, gathering, we'll say, humanity and large Titanite shards. Basically, that's what I was doing off. Well, I was also getting the green ones, but I don't think I'm necessarily going to be using those. So, what does that mean? Well, basically, I went ahead and I gathered all these souls and stuff so that I could go back to the blacksmith and I could actually get outfitted to make, we'll say, Sen's Fortress just a little bit easier on myself. So that's basically where we're headed right now, is towards the blacksmith. If I don't get turned around, let me see here. I'm getting turned around, aren't I? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna basically run all the way back to Firelink Shrine, and then I'll take the elevator up towards the blacksmith. So I will actually I'll see you when I get to him. Okay, I lied. I also learned that I can go ahead and upgrade my pyromancy flame at this guy here for just basically souls. Now, it doesn't look like I upgrade a whole lot, to be very honest. I'm looking at this, it says, let's say fire +2, magic adjust, you know, 105, and it looks like there's, is that a bit of a scaling with intelligence? It looks to be the icon for intelligence, but it's very low. So, basically, you know, I'll go ahead and grab a couple of these at least, because yeah, there we go. I kind of want, we'll say, I kind of understand now what I want to do, we'll say, with said, can I go? I'll go up to +5, make it match the rest of my gear. +6, I'm using a bit too many souls for that now.
Come back if you...
Yeah, sure, I'll come back. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to kind of, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do now. I wanted to kind of go with, we'll say, a dexterity, well, primarily dexterity, kind of, but with, we'll say, some survivability. Dexterity with pyromancy, because it just sounds cool. And I found, we'll say, in my little attempts at sort of playing around with these snakehead things in Sen's Fortress, that fire tended to work pretty well. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll play with some pyromancy. That sounds like fun. So I think that's basically it. I was already kind of going in that direction, but now that I kind of understand the mechanics a little bit more, I'm kind of like, yeah, let's go ahead and let's play around with stuff here. So let's I want to try out these new fireballs really quick here. These Balder Knight here. You know, let's just go ahead and, hey buddy, here, I have a fireball. Okay, that really didn't. I think he had his guard up for that one and that one as well. All right, so I gotta fight these guys normally. Hooray! I hope I don't die. All right, well, I gotta fight two of them at the same time. Have I ever done this before? I don't know if I have. Okay, you get your shield up. And oh, wow! You know, I'm really liking this this Boulder Side Sword. My Boulder Side Sword is better than your Boulder Side Sword. Yeah, that's right. Eat crap, guy. Eat crap. Another Titanite shard. Perfect. We're gonna be needing a lot of those because, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade our stuffs. Alright, let's deflect your hit, and... aw, you almost made it away. You almost did. Actually, that's another thing I discovered was, the parrying ability. I was playing around with that a little bit more. I haven't really done that since the tutorial, but I also learned that different shields are better at parrying. Because I was looking at these really small bucklers, these small shields, like for example the target shield. You know, this one here, it doesn't have 100% physical resist. I'm like, well, why would I want to use something like this, such a clearly inferior shield? Well, the target shield's actually got a larger window for parrying, which makes it actually kind of deadly. That's kind of cool. So I like the, we'll say, the trade-off there. All right, let's go ahead and do some upgrades. I've liked the Boulder Side Sword up until now. I think we're going to be sticking with it for a while. So let's go ahead and talk to Buddy here.
You seem to need any.
Let's see here. So let's go under Modify Equipment. And, actually, I'm not even sure if I'll go with the longbow. I kind of want to see if the shortbow fires quicker. But anyways, we have 10 large Titanite shards. Yes, that's right. Like I said, half an hour to an hour of, we'll say, grinding down there has got me that. So I figured, hey, let's go ahead and ascend the Boulder Side Sword to +6. Now, I could have also gone ahead, we'll say, down this path and turn it into a raw Boulder Side Sword, but if I recall correctly, yeah, that kind of hurts its scaling, the damage scaling, which is not something I want to do. I like the idea of having it just, you know, increasing over time. So now I can go ahead and under Reinforced Weapon and keep boosting this sucker. So let's just go ahead and boost this right up to the max. I could be doing this for my armor, I suppose, but you know what? Let's get ourselves something nice and beefy, like a Boulder Side Sword +10. There we go. A Boulder Side Sword +10, and I think that's about as far as I can take it right now. Alright, so, now that we've gotten that done, can we reinforce our armor? We do have 4 Titanite shards, and I'm really tempted to go ahead and throw some plus points into my Wanderer coat, my Wanderer stuff. So let's take a look at the stats, for example here. A Wanderer coat +2. That's what we have right now. It's 27. So if I were to bring that up to, we'll say, +5. If I worked on that and got that up to a +5, and it looks like I'm getting roughly 2 points each. So 27, that would be what? +6, I guess-ish? So that would bring it up to about 33. Let's compare that to what, we'll say, main coat thing we're wearing right now for the Sorcerer thing, the Crimson Robe. It would actually end up being better. And since I don't have Twinkling Titanite, I can't exactly be upgrading my Crimson Robe. So using the large pool of souls I currently have, I could be upgrading my Wanderer coat and Wanderer hood, or at least, let me see. Let's take a look at the Mask of the Sealer. I think I might keep the mask, though. At least for the time being, because it doesn't look like upgrading the Wanderer hood will bring up the defense by a whole lot. But yeah, I could go ahead and bring up my Wanderer coat up to above 31, and then just equip that. And then you know, it's because it's easier for me to get Titanite shards than it is to get Twinkling Titanite. I can make the Wanderer coat better than what I'm currently wearing. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and just. Oh wait, I need a large Titanite shard for this? Let me take a quick look to compare. 35, 20, 25. 35, 20, 25. That would actually probably make it better than what I'm currently wearing. So let's go ahead and put the Wanderer coat +4. You know, let's screw it. Let's upgrade the Wanderer hood to see if we can get a little bit more out of that. If I get 2 more Titanite shards, which I can purchase from the blacksmith, I can go ahead and reinforce my Wanderer hood up to 11, 10, 13, 11. 11, 10, 13, 11. Remember that. 11, 10, 13, 11. Not quite. It's still not quite better than the Mask of the Sealer, but you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. I like the look of the Wanderer hood. You know, I can go ahead and, we'll say, grind up some more stuff in the
Don't get yourself.
down in the depths again later. So let's go ahead and change out our equipment. We're going back. That's right. We're going back to the Wanderer hood, and we're going back to our Wanderer coat. Look, there we go. That's how we looked at the beginning, and that's how we look now. I could actually go ahead. I think actually I should probably upgrade maybe my shield.
Well, you need it.
So let's go ahead and do that. This is basically going to be a sort of an upgrading, we'll say, video here. So reinforce, I believe it's classified as a weapon? Yes, it is. Heater shield, I already have a +4. I would need 3 Titanite shards, and it would increase my stability by 1. Now, stability is nice. From what I've learned, stability is basically decreases the amount of stamina damage you take when you're blocking. So it doesn't decrease your stamina quite as much. That sounds like a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and reinforce my heater shield. Up to a +5, and I don't have any large Titanite anymore, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Alright, so I think that's about good. We're gonna go ahead and level up, and I'm gonna take another shot at Sen's Fortress. Oh, another thing. You'll notice up at the top left, I've got like 10 humanity. I've got a ton of humanity. And like I mentioned before, I kind of picked those up off of the rats that I had been, I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to buy a few things from the blacksmith, I just remembered. Yeah, the rats, I found that they tended to drop humanity. So, and I also learned that if we look under view status here, item discovery is at 210. Humanity also affects your chance to find equipment. So if you go ahead and reverse your hollowing and have a bunch of humanity on you, guess what? You have a better chance of finding items. So that's kind of what I did there. Purchase items. I kind of wanted to grab these things here, the armor smith box and the weaponsmith box. That way there, you know, if I'm away from him, I can go ahead and start upgrading things. I do want to get the crest of Artorias? Crest open seal door in Heart of Forest. Well, when I plan on going back to the forest, I'll go ahead and grab that. I don't remember anything like that, but sure. I'll keep that in mind for next time. But yeah, I want this, that way there, if I'm at a bonfire, let's say I've collected some Titanite shards, and I'm like, hey, let's just go ahead and upgrade on our own. I don't need to make my way all the way back to the blacksmith to do so. Actually, on that note, I could probably just stay down in the depths and just keep boosting my equipment up to max. But I'm not gonna do that. I feel like I've got enough of a boost at this point here that I should just try to get by with skill at this point. So what do I want to do? Do I want to increase dexterity, make my damage even higher? Holy cow. I can get 2 levels. Bring up my damage to 244, or I can bring up my endurance. I like the idea of bringing up my endurance. It'll increase my stamina, equip load, maybe 1 point into endurance and 1 point into dexterity. Or maybe a point into vitality too. Survivability is kind of, it's something I'm struggling with a little bit. You know what? 1 point into vitality, 1 point into endurance. And I'll put I'll put more points into dexterity if I feel like I need them. I feel like I've gotten quite a bit of, we'll say, upgrades on my sword, so let's go see how this sucker fares, this plus 10 Baldur's Side sword. From some of the comments I saw, I was like, you know, people were saying, you know, get a +6. +6 would be good, and I'm like, oh, I think I've got +10. I think this will do just fine. Now watch me die. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna be all cocky, I'm gonna be like, yeah, come on, snake guys. Let's do this. And then they're gonna, like, just totally wreck me because I've gotten too cocky. Okay, guy, come on. Well, that is nice. Okay, yeah, I can do with this. There we go. And oh, that's right, I probably should have used my my pyromancy a little bit. I do have my improved pyromancy as well. All right, well let's play around with these things here in the place mabob. Now, I don't want to have to keep switching to my bow. I've got my pyromancy here. I wish there was like 3 slots. If there were 3 slots, this would be perfect. But there is not 3 slots. Okay. Is there actually? I also learned, okay, no, nothing there. I also learned in some cases, you know, it's not a terrible idea to go ahead and, what was I gonna say here? To drop down to places. I actually found a place that I had completely missed, a round Firelink Shrine, previously, so I'm like, oh, maybe. Okay, let's just Oh, darn it, come on. Stupid blades! Okay, there we go. 1 hit. 2 hit. No, that was a miss. Alright, maybe if I just keep shooting terribly with the controller. It's like, I wish I could switch to my mouse for more accurate aiming. I'm gonna need more arrows for this. I should have probably purchased more arrows before I entered the fortress. Because this is, I'm gonna be out of arrows very, very soon. I'm gonna have to start rushing some enemies here. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Forget arrowing this. Oh, sweet! Yay! Alright, let's go ahead and switch back to the Pyromancy Flame and, make our way across this bridge. Okay, just avoid the big blades. I've got this. Run across, run across, run across. Okay. Okay, buddy, you and me. This time, I'm a little bit... Oh, ow. I'm a little bit better than I was last time. Not a whole lot better, but a little bit better. Okay, never mind. I got cocky. Alright, I can't afford to be doing that anymore. Alright. I've really got to be a bit more careful there. Now, they like shooting lightning stuff at me. And, wait, was that the guy? Oh! That was the other guy! Oh, okay, I'm a dork! For some reason I thought there was 2 of them that I had to worry about. Okay. So, if I shoot the one guy down, I'm good. Wow, that was close. Sweet, there we go, we're past it. Oh, wow, ah! I forgot about that. Okay. Here we go. We're officially making some progress. My health is admittedly not where I want it, but I don't want to use up my... Okay, screw it. I'm like, this place is scary. I need to be boosting up my health a little bit here. All right. Take things slow, Jason. Take things slow and easy. All right, we'll deal with this guy just in case he wants to come up from behind and nail us. Save the pyromancy for the time being. Alright, come on, guy. Oh, that was delayed? Thanks, game. Alright, so actually, if I can go ahead and just deflect that there and then hit back. There we go. Down you go. Yes, there we go. We're doing much better here. I think I fell down once before. I don't want to fall down again. We're gonna go this way here. Now, this time here, rather than being an idiot, rather than saying, hey, look, there's a big rolling ball, let's head that direction. I think it's probably best I move in the other direction. Maybe I'll circle around later and be able to backstab that guy or something. But for the time being, we're gonna wait and we're gonna ride, follow after the ball. Okay, so the ball falls directly down there, so let's run off to the side here. There we go! See, that was much smarter! Good job, me! Dang. Buddy, that really hurt you. Okay. That was satisfying. Oh, crap, I don't have any stamina to weather any more attacks. Okay. That was a close one. Okay, so yes, the improved fireball or the improved pyromancy is definitely doing a good job. Hey, buddy, why does nobody attack you? You were sitting right there. Did they just not notice you?
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Sended you, as I tell you.
You have anything else to say, buddy?
Ah, so you see my fight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, or a ball, to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, but who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development.
Interesting. So is he giving me a hint, telling me I need to be really light to be able to outrun the ball?
Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, no chance. My head is big.
Indeed. Anything else?
Perhaps, bah.
Okay, so rolling. Is he trying to tell me rolling is faster? Let me see. If I'm running and I'm like, "Hua! That doesn't sound like it's any faster to me. Honestly, I'm just like, that doesn't seem any faster. Alright. Let's read the message. Fatty ahead. That doesn't help me. Okay, I need to run back to the safety of that previous place I was at. Okay, wait. Gotta wait for the right time here. Gotta wait for the right time. Don't want to die. Go! 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 All right. Go! Run! Oh, there's a doorway right here. Cool. Okay. Did I pull the thing? I think I pulled the. Oh no, the snake is not. Okay. Let's let the ball come by. Yeah, guy, come here. Here, all I need to do is block you until the ball comes back around. Just keep blocking, and boom. Oh, buddy, you don't look so well. All right, traversing the white light. This sounds terrifying. Oh, wait, toggle. Let's read the message. I can't take this. I don't know how to... Okay. Traverse the white light. Let's see what's on the other side. Okay. It's just a room. Alright, unfortunately, guys, I am actually out of time. So we're gonna go ahead and stop things here. If you liked the video, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like things, you know what? Go ahead and leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.